Hello, my name is Tonya Creech, and today I am presenting my experiential simulation project report for my Management 4300 policy class. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to my presentation today. My instructions were to discuss a merger that has been completed in the last few years, and I chose Abbott Laboratories and St. Jude Medical Center. This merger was completed January the 4th of 2017. It was a friendly merger that created a global medical device giant that specializes in cardiovascular, diabetes, and vision. The goal of both was to reduce healthcare costs and improve outcomes for patients. As you can see, you can tell by the dots here, the blue is Abbott and the yellow is St. Jude, but both of them brought a lot to the merger. Abbott specializes in stent technology, and St. Jude Medical shows its strength in pacemakers, heart valves, and defibrillators. With the acquisition, Abbott gained access to new markets and distribution centers, and this gives them a better competitive advantage. A few facts of the transaction. St. Jude Medical Center investors received $46.75 cash and 0.8708 shares of Abbott stock for each share of St. Jude that they owned. This makes a total transaction value of $25 billion. The transaction is expected for Abbott to be accretive or add to their adjusted earnings per share in the first full year, with 21 cents per share in 2017 and 29 cents in 2018. As far as the financing side of it, Abbott will assume or refinance St. Jude's net debt, which at the time was $5.2 billion. And they intend to fund the cash portion of the transaction with debt. Reaction to the merger. This is Abbott Laboratories CEO, Mike White. And he says, bringing together these two great companies will create a premier medical device business and immediately advance Abbott's strategic and competitive position. The combined businesses will have a powerful pipeline ready to deliver next-generation medical technologies and offer improved efficiencies for healthcare systems around the world. There were a few hurdles to the merger. The Federal Trade Commission complained the merger would corner more than 70% of the vascular closure device market, and this could create a monopoly. To prevent this from happening, they suggested that Abbott and St. Jude divest two of their businesses to a Tokyo device maker, Terumo Corporation, and this was agreed to by all. And also antitrust regulators, Brazil, Canada, China, the European Union, Korea, and South Africa had the same competition concerns, but they agreed to the merger on the same ruling as the FTC. Lastly, St. Jude investors became skittish that the merger will not happen after a short seller claimed that the St. Jude heart implants were vulnerable to deadly cyber attacks. But Abbott came through with the merger, continued with the merger, and instead they moved to protect patients by releasing a software patch that would reduce the already slim chance that they would be hacked. If we look at Abbott Laboratories today, from their December 31st, 2018 financial results, they had worldwide sales of $30.6 billion. This was an increase of 11.6%. They reported diluted earnings per share from continuing operations under GAAP at $1.31, and this was a growth of 16.2%. Abbott returned $2 billion to shareholders in the form of dividends, and in December they announced a 14.3% increase in quarterly common dividend. And this was excellent, amazing. But in 2018, Abbott paid down more than $8 billion of debt. So you think about the debt they took on with St. Jude at 5.2, so they've already paid down $8 billion just in this year. In 2018, they announced 30-plus key product advancements, including the HeartMate 3 left ventricular assist device that the FDA approved for a destination long-term use therapy. And I actually added this one this morning. I had a different one on there, but I thought y'all may recognize this. I've seen commercials the last couple of weeks on this product. The Freestyle Libre was announced last year or came out, and this is a new glucose monitoring device for diabetes. And instead of having to prick your finger, you install a sensor in the back of your arm, and you scan with the device to check your glucose. And that device, when they came out with it, it actually would last for 10 days in your arm, but now they have a 14-day system. And you do not have to prick your finger unless there is a problem. If there's a problem with your glucose, then you prick your finger. But it's an easier way to check for diabetes. And thanks to the breakthrough success of the Freestyle Libre, Abbott is now the world's leading company in glucose testing for diabetes. And when I saw this commercial the other day, at the end of it, it says Abbott. So that may stand out to y'all when you see this commercial now. So as you've seen, 2018 was a superior year for Abbott. Obviously, the merger exceeded expectations and positioned them well for the future. In my opinion, this merger was successful, and the medical field is in a better position because of it. Thank you for watching my presentation.